Hello, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Tech Talks by Nasscom Insights. Today, we have a very special company with us. I believe it's one of India's best kept secrets. It operates at the intersection of many deep tech technologies. And before I spill the beans, I'd rather that you hear it from the founder himself, Rohit Kochar. Rohit, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Achyuta, and good to be here.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for Nasscom Insights to invite me here.
Thank you. And the pleasure is all ours. Rohit is the CEO of Bert Labs. And Rohit, the first question to you, Rohit, what's your background? What really have you been doing all these years? And what really inspired you to set up Bert Labs?
Sure. So I have now close to 30 years of experience. Been a banker first 4 years. Was vice president with American Express. Then I was vice president with General Electric. And then I had the opportunity to move globally with Hayes PLC, where I was managing director. And then with R.R. Donnelly, where I had another managing director stint. And then I got the opportunity as CEO with Macmillan Publishing Solutions Limited. And then I was president and board member of another tech company in US called HOV Services. It used to be owned by Apollo Global Management. And then I used to be senior advisor, CEO in residence with US based private equity investment firms. And then founded Bert Labs in 2017. So that's been my journey before I founded Bert Labs.
Very interesting journey, Rohit. You've spent so much time on the corporate sector. You've worked in all kind of companies, and then you set up a research and innovation company called Bert Labs,
Yes,
right?
yes,
What's Bert Lab all about? My next question is that, Rohit. What does Bert Lab really do?
sure. So after 22 years of my experience in IT services, and obviously the industry has done phenomenally well, and Nasscom has contributed significantly to this industry growth. One thing which remained with me is research and innovation.
Mhm.
So that is something which the industry couldn't accomplish, which all my fellow leaders also as part of this industry will also vindicate the same. So when Bert Labs was conceptualized, it was with the objective of creating world-class products. Number one. Number two, with the objective of creating one of the most innovative companies from India.
Mhm.
So one of the pillars on which we are building Bert Labs is research and innovation. Now, what's the problem which we are solving? So we started with energy efficiency, and energy has three sides to it. This is generation, distribution, and consumption. For any early stage company like ours, generation and distribution is a long shot. So our focus was on energy consumption. So we started to focus on buildings first because again it's a low hanging fruit versus manufacturing for an early stage company. So in buildings, the number one energy guzzler, like in this building we are in, it is heating and cooling system.
Right.
So that became the focus. And then we started to evaluate what are the gaps in which, the existing technology are solving this problem of reducing the energy which gets consumed by heating and cooling system. So that's how, Bird platform solution was born in terms of data capture, data transmission, data management, and most importantly, real time AI compute on data. So that's how AI infrastructure innovation, which is what Bird Platform Solution is all about, got created. So this is how Bert Labs has been created, and this is what Bert Labs does. But today, as I speak with you, Bert Labs is focused on buildings, it's focused on manufacturing, and in manufacturing, it's focused across sectors. And probably we are one of the very, very few companies globally which has end-to-end AI infrastructure.
Great. Rohit, the best thing that I liked about this is the way you're focused at one core problem, and it's not a core; it's a major problem,
Mm.
right? And then you build your entire portfolio and solutions around it. So
Yes,
that's a great way to look at this.
yes,
But tell me something. How does BertLab stands out? What makes BertLab unique?
sure.
What's the USP?
Sure. So several unique value propositions we have. Number one, as I said earlier, that it's a end-to-end AI infrastructure innovation company. So what does it mean? So we have a Bert Maximus platform, which is a systems on chip platform. So today, all heads of state, they are talking about AI infrastructure, whether it's President Trump, whether it's our own Prime Minister, Mr. Modi. We have been doing it for past 8 years, where there is systems on chip, which we integrate with factories and buildings at the machine level. The machine could be process equipment, it could be utility equipment to capture variety of data. Now, data integrity is foremost when it comes to AI compute. So for that reason, we created systems on chip. So today, as I speak with you, there are 8 systems on chip, all proprietary, patented. Obviously, the technology is proprietary, but the communication is very open. So it can liaison with any other technology out there. Then we have an IoT powered wireless network. This is again both proprietary and patented for data transmission. Now, there is a USP here in the sense that most of the factories and most of the buildings are hardwired. There is a lot of fixed costs and variable costs to manage that. We have a wireless network where these devices they speak with each other.
Right.
So that is very seamless and very cost effective for our client. Third is, we have a multi-tenant distributed federated computing system, Bert Nova. Now, what this does is it manages big data for our clients. So we have one of the leading global FMCG companies as our client. Now, with this company, we started at Mumbai in their head office. It's a 1 million square feet campus. Now, at that campus, it's a LEED Platinum certified already. So, a
Right.
lot of energy efficiency
Already
initiatives
there.
was taken.
Yes.
So on top of the existing solution, Bird platform solution got deployed and brought in 52% energy savings. Now for this to happen, what we did was Bird Nova got hosted on one of the virtual machines, a public cloud. And as we scale up our solution in other buildings, in other factories of the same client, the same distributed computing platform will receive data from buildings, data from factories, data from other data platforms. So this is again unique because if you look around, similar distributed computing platform can work on one particular public cloud. We can work on several public clouds, private clouds, native clouds, even on our edge computing device, Bert. Most importantly, the differentiating factor is our foundational AI models. Again, the heads of state, including, our respectable prime minister has been talking about foundational models, India having its own foundational models. In the industrial ecosystem, we have been creating our foundational models for last 8 years. Now, how do we do that? So our focus is industries. Our focus is mechanical equipments, equipments or process lines which are driven by chemical engineering principles. So we simulate, physics, we simulate chemistry, we simulate even molecular level biology in some of the industries like pharmaceuticals. The output of those simulations we integrate with mathematical models. So these are, not Gen AI models. These are not LLMs. These are models created where the equations have been written by Bert Labs researchers and engineers. So the integration of pure sciences and mathematics is what creates an operational digital twin and is what creates models, for optimization. So because of this differentiation built in at every technology group which I've spoken about, the impact which we end up bringing is phenomenal
Yeah.
and is very sustainable. So we end up bringing, on the energy side, 30% for power, 20% on fuel, productivity, 3%, 25% on overall plant maintenance cost, and raw material and consumable cost reduction by 0.5%. And interestingly, with the same Bird platform solution, we help our clients with thermal and air quality comfort and improvement. And this is through predicted mean mode. So this is what, there is a
Yep.
huge differentiation with respect to anything and everything which is out there globally.
Right. And I think viewers, that's what I was saying, right? This is one of India's best kept secrets. Why you have an infrastructure, AI infrastructure company, right? You mostly see applications or services companies when it comes to AI in India. You have a company which is at the intersection of IoT, digital twins, AI, edge computing. You have a company which has created patents, many patents, right? And you also have a company which is paying customers, for which it's creating long-lasting impact. And on that note, the next question to you,
Sure,
Rohit, is could you talk a little bit, maybe give us two, three examples of customers that you have impacted,
sure,
and customers that you have worked with and
sure,
impacted, right?
sure,
And anything on that?
sure. So, without naming some of these clients,
Yeah.
there is one of the largest airports in the world.
Hmm.
It's, in fact, consistently being rated as one of the top airports in the world
With
for
that, you
last
may have
several
given away the
years.
name.
So they wanted, Bird platform solution for thermal comfort and air quality.
Yeah.
So prior to Bird platform solution, they had building management system,
Hmm.
which was bringing PMV close to zero, which defines, maximum human comfort close to, 18% of the times.
Yeah.
After Bird platform solution got deployed, we have 100% of the times where PMV for that particular airport is close to zero.
Hmm.
So with this, phenomenal success which Bird Platform Solution has had, unprecedented, they are scaling up Bird Platform Solution. This is, for energy efficiency
Hmm.
improvement, for asset integrity, and even, they have a 7 odd kilometer sky train. So we are creating operational digital twin for their sky train.
Okay.
So this is one client. Then, I spoke about one of the largest FMCG companies in the world. Now, with them, we started with their campus in Mumbai. It's
Hmm.
a head office,
Yeah.
and it has 4 large buildings. It has 600 equipment. These are utility equipment, which is consuming, 70% of the campus power. So Bird platform solution got deployed from systems on chip to wireless network to distributed computing and our foundational AI models. And we brought in 52%, which is again unprecedented. Then there are few chemical companies, and these are chlor-alkali companies where the product brine gets converted into caustic, and there's an electrolysis process.
Hmm.
Now, in this process, 1 to 2% power savings over the past few decades was impossible. We have ended up bringing 20% power savings
Wow.
with two clients here in India. And this again is unprecedented. And obviously, we are taking this to the global marketplace very aggressively now as I speak with you and over the next 4 or 5 years. Then there is cement, because cement, again, highly complicated in terms
Hmm.
of the number of variables. There are, 20,000 plus tags in terms of tags, those parameters or variables across, an integrated cement plant from raw mill to pyroprocess kiln to cement mill, and even before that the lime kiln. So in all that, we have Bird platform solution, and we have brought in 20%, close to 20% fuel savings, because fuel is the major energy guzzler in any cement company
Right.
anywhere in the world. And in India, which is predominantly thermal dominated, so we are helping these customers, reduce the coal consumption. And for the first time in the ecosystem, the combustion, which runs, at 1500, 1800 degrees Celsius in a kiln, that has been simulated.
Hmm.
And thermal mapping of the
Yeah.
combustion process, that is as one of the input to our foundational AI models, where we control the kiln, we control the associated equipment, and we bring in fuel savings, we bring in power savings, we improve the efficiency of the kiln by reducing the refraction in the kiln. Then there are automobile paint shops we work with. We work with a leading or four wheeler, which is a multi-model four wheeler company here in India, and we work with a leading two wheeler company. Now, over there, we focus on paint shop, because paint shop is the number one energy guzzler for any automobile manufacturer.
Right.
Now, in paint shop, we focus on ED tank, we focus on ED oven, we focus on paint booth. Now, again, it is from the fuel which gets consumed in a tar burner, which
Hmm.
is required, to generate heat for the heat exchange, the power which gets consumed by the exhaust and the supply fan, and then by bringing in productivity level efficiency in terms of the number of car bodies which gets manufactured every hour. So that improvement we are bringing by 16%. And along with that, the raw material and consumables like paints, pigments, binders, they getting consumed, that also is getting reduced by 0.5%. So these are, and then there is pharmaceutical, which is again a major energy guzzler. Now, in pharmaceuticals, both in formulation and API, while we maintain, the FDA or Annex 11 in as per, the European regulation, we also bring down the power savings by the utility and the HVAC system. So what this does is, one, it helps us, to have our client meet their 21 CFR and computer system validation. Number one. Number two, energy efficiency improvement. Number three, all the compliance related that we are arresting because there are a lot of deviations, and that arrest through Bert platform solution is directly contributing to the revenues.
Right.
So these are some of the impacts and the clients
Sure.
with which we work.
Okay. And I think this is amazing that with the strength of just 50 people, you've kind of got exposure to so many different kind of clients, so many different kind of
Sure,
verticals, right?
sure,
And you have a tech stack, you have clients already on board,
sure,
you have your future plans sorted out. But let's talk about future plans a little bit
sure,
more,
sure,
Rohit. What's next from here? I mean, now that you've achieved your base, you've spent about 8 years,
sure,
9 years getting everything ready,
sure,
right? What's next for Bert Labs? What are you
sure,
looking for from an opportunity perspective? What do you need from the ecosystem? I mean,
sure,
what could you would you want to share?
sure. Lot of questions in one question.
Yeah.
So in terms of revenues, we are aiming for $1 billion revenue
Okay.
in 4 to 5 years from
Mhm.
from now. Maximum it would be
So
five
just to
5 years.
remind people, it's not $1 billion valuation; it's $1 billion in revenues.
Revenues,
Okay,
yes,
so just keep
yes.
that in mind.
So our
Yes.
focus has never been valuation.
Hmm.
Valuation to us is a byproduct.
Yeah.
Our focus
And you're
needs to
still
be,
bootstrapped, right?
yeah,
So
we are bootstrapped. So
yeah,
it's a promoter money
yeah,
completely. And some revenues obviously and
yeah,
profits. So
yeah.
we are profitable, from day one
Hmm.
in terms of, every program needs to be profitable.
Yeah.
So that's how, the journey will be in the next, 4 5 years also. So $1 billion revenue, and this will be 400 million from US, 300 million UK, Europe, 200 million APAC, MENA,
Hmm.
and 100 million from India.
Hmm.
And in terms of problem solving, innovation, so our focus continues to be on creating IPR. So this is in US, in European Union, in Singapore, in India. We'll add more jurisdictions as I speak with
Hmm.
you. So last year we had 40 plus new patents. This year, it will be 100 plus new patents. Next year it would be 150. 27, 28, it would be 400 new patents. And all this, in these jurisdictions.
Right.
And the patentability factor for us is very high. Achyut, because the application of our foundational AI models, which is driven by, as I said, which is already patented, by the way, which is first principles integrated with mathematical
Yeah.
models. This application aren't there in cement kilns, in automobile paint shops, in pharmaceutical clean rooms,
Hmm.
and the list goes on. There are 40 plus domains industry verticals. So
Yeah.
next 4 years, the focus will be to create more IPR.
Hmm.
The focus will be to provide skills on these advanced
Okay.
technologies to
Okay.
people globally.
So you won't double down on a few verticals, but actually expand your scope, expand your
Yes,
applications.
because when we conceptualized Bird platform solution,
Yeah.
it was with the objective that how do we create one platform
Okay.
which can solve multiple use cases
Hmm.
for multiple industry
Hmm.
verticals. And this is very tricky at a design level, architecture level, and obviously at the development level.
Right.
But we have achieved a lot, and obviously there is a marathon to run here.
Right. And any expansions in any other parts of the world other than India? Locations, opening offices?
Yes. So as I speak with you, next 3 to 6 months.
Hmm.
So UAE is going on
Okay.
head office
Yeah.
of that region to be
Yes.
in Dubai, and then Singapore,
Hmm.
UK, France, Germany, and USA.
Okay.
So next 3 to 6 months in these 6 countries, because last year we did our homework
Hmm.
in terms of everything what is needed.
Right.
Meeting up with some of the senators, mayors, meeting up with the bureaucrats, and they are assisting us because every politician, every bureaucrat is gungo about AI and
Hmm.
gungo about AI infrastructure innovation, which we have ended up building.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of support in terms of the question you asked in terms of the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Now, for us to provide the advanced technology skills to the talent, we need the talent ecosystem. So talent ecosystem, which is governed by the state government, and the machinery of the state government, the central government, and the machinery of the central government, which is your judiciary, your police, your bureaucratic setup.
Yeah.
Now, all this is important for us to have that conducive ecosystem. I would like to talk more about it, with you and with your audience in probably
Yeah.
our next
In the next series.
next
Yeah.
podcast. But that is most important.
Yeah.
And the same, we are looking forward, from other geographies where we are expanding.
Sure. So thanks, Rohit, for giving a very good summary of what BertLab does.
Sure,
The impact it has been able to create up till now, its
sure,
USPs, and what are your future plans. I think that's a good summary. I would like to end this discussion,
sure.
for the audience. Right, in our audience, we've got people who want to be who are aspiring to be technology founders such as you.
Sure,
What are two or three tips that you would like to leave the audience with?
sure. So this is a difficult question to answer, but I'll try my best. So one is, obviously research and innovation is the key focus
Right.
for India as a nation. Building world-class products should be the key focus. Building world-class brands, building world-class companies, institutionalize these companies so that they become inspiration for a lot of other people to build
Right.
similar institutions in their sphere of life. And this is how nation gets built, which is institution building.
Hmm.
Now, for all this to happen, it takes a lot of patience, a lot of diligent work, and never ever giving up. So perseverance is the key, and work ethics is the key. Because in my 30 years of my work life experience, and now 8 years of my entrepreneurial experience, what I've seen is people start with research and innovation in their respective industries, but they end up becoming either system integrators of a Western research and innovation driven technology company, or a consumer durable company, or any other company in any other industry. Why? Because the patience and the diligent work and the ecosystem support, manufacturing ecosystem support, or the ecosystem support in terms of accounting, audit, investment banking, investment. Now, investment ecosystem, patient money is required.
Yeah.
Because anything to be created, it takes few years, several years. Now, investment in that, it will take time in terms of return on investment. Now,
Yeah.
again, there are several experiences which I would like to share, which would love to do it in our next podcast.
Yeah.
But this is what I
Sure.
would advise all the entrepreneurs out there, which is go for the harder route in terms of keep patience, keep very strong work ethics, and just don't change your goalpost.
Yeah.
You have a vision, just whatever comes your way, don't change your vision.
Right.
Just be on it.
Yeah, and I think perseverance, hard work, ethics, I think those are all things that we do. But the important part I thought in your assessment
Hmm.
was the aspiration, right? If you've created a high aspiration for yourself,
Yeah,
that's very important.
yeah,
And once you create your aspiration, work towards it. Don't back down. Don't,
sure,
change the level.
yes,
I think that's one key takeaway that I would think that the viewers would also appreciate over here. So
sure.
thanks again, Rohit, for coming to
Thank
the
you very
show.
much for
Wish you all the
inviting me.
best for Bert Labs,
Thank you very much.
and viewers, for tech talks like this, please do keep coming to the Nasscom YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and share our videos, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.